Greetings, my name is Jimmy Anderson. I'm here to solve Africa's problems, all of them, every single one of them. That means that I got my work cut out for me, right? Yeah, and for you too, because what I've got is inclusivity, which means that you are included in the solution. So keep watching. What I've got here for that purpose is a tool and a product and a means and a philosophy, and it's called CCSR, Comprehensive Corporate Social Responsibility. Alright? So it is a thing that I've come across because of the need for an intellectual underpinning in the approach to Africa's problems. Okay? Some people say intellectual underpinning, some say philosophical underpinning, but an underpinning nonetheless is needed if we're going to solve Africa's problems. Otherwise, everybody is rushing in all directions and using Africa for whatever they want, for their reinvention, running away from the heartaches, looking for Jesus, looking for God, whatever it is that they're looking for gold. So, an intellectual underpinning for our activities is very, very necessary. Now, 12 years ago, this was put to a famous person who all of you should know by now, Sir Bob Geldof. And his response was that, well, he doesn't really see the need for them to dwell too long on the idea of an intellectual underpinning. We do understand that certain things are lacking in Africa, and it's pretty obvious, so why don't we just get on with it and solve that problem? It didn't go down too well with certain people. And there were a lot of people who were together 12 years ago trying to solve Africa's problems at the G8 summit. And Sir Bob Geldof goes down in history as saying that, as declaring a 10 out of 10 and an 8 out of 10 on two different points victory at the Gleneagles summit. And of course there are people who dispute that, and today Bob Geldof himself is going on record as saying that Africa in 2017 is facing one of the greatest man-made disasters ever. Where did we go wrong? And as to the critics of Sir Bob, if you're so right, where did you go wrong? How come Africa is facing this? Because Bob Geldof is just a rock musician, and we can really praise him for achieving what he did achieve, because he did achieve something. He got some things going, he got some pledges through, he put some effort into it, and he's supposed to be banging away at a guitar, but there he was, trying to get all manners of politicians together, telling Tony Blair what to do, and stuff like that. So, in that sense, you could say it was a 10 out of 10, you see. But the problem is still here, and the Africans are still suffering, and here we are. So, looking at the situation that way, I realized that we need something that's going to bring us all on the same page, because you cannot have these criticisms coming in from the Oxfams and the Warren Wants and whoever, anybody who's out in Africa. What are the real reasons for these squabblings about what Africa's supposed to? Can't we get something that is clear for everybody and say, well, this is why, and this is how, and this is when, and this is where? That is what I am going to succeed and bring to you, because that is very necessary at this moment. Okay, so welcome to CCSR, the intellectual underpinning for the approach to Africa.